Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk about liquidity. Okay, liquidity. What is liquidity and what type of liquidity do we have? We have got so many types of liquidity that we have. We have got so many types of liquidity. We have got internal liquidity, external liquidity. And what are the characteristics of the liquidity? How do you know that this is a liquidity bond that the price might want to draw to? Liquidity is like this. I will put it in this way. Let's say you are just walking in town, okay? You are a male candidate. You are walking in town, then you saw something like a a nice girl walking. What attracts you for you to be able to approach her? That's what we call liquidity. It's an attraction point that one might look at and want to advance towards the, that object. Okay, that's liquidity. That what is happening even on this forex market. Okay, liquidity is something which is so attractive. Okay, it's something which is so attractive. Some women are being attracted by these GD6 cars, these BMW cars, whatever. That's what attracts their heart. That's what attracts them. So that same thing is being used here in forex trading. Liquidity points are those points that are too nice to be true. Okay, so we have got what we call relatively equal highs. Those are the points that we must look at. What do I mean by a relative equalize? So look at this high here and look at this high. This high is higher than this one, okay? So when the market is coming, when you see the market is at this, like at this point or at this point here, where is it likely to go? Just looking at things, this high from this low, okay? So just looking at this range here, okay, where is the market likely to go? Okay, it will likely to go to this point here. That's too obvious to what to be true. Okay, that's the attractive point that I'm talking. Something which is attracted to the market. Okay, that's it. So that's what we call liquidity. So inside of this range here, from this, let's say from this low to this high here, inside of this range, we have got what we call internal liquidity bonds. Internal liquidity bonds. We'll then talk about internal liquidity points later on. But now we want to talk about this type of liquidity that we have. So I want you to go back to your chart and try look for smooth highs, okay? Relatively equal highs, okay? Smooth highs, smooth lows, relatively equal lows, and look at how the market violates those points, okay? Look at how the market violates those points and stuff like that. Then you'll be able to learn something out of those things, okay? Look at these points here. These are relatively equal highs. Okay, depending on what time frame you are, depending on which time frame you are using, you might be using 5 minute time frame. It's the same thing. Okay, you look for relatively equal highs and relatively equal lows. Some they call them mm, double top or double bottom, whatever they call it. I call them relatively equal highs and relatively equal lows. So we are going to go deeper, and how are you going to look at those points and how are they so vital to your daily trading? Okay, remember yesterday I talked about how are you going to trade Asian session. I'm still talking about how are you going to trade London Asian session, but at this point of time, I want you to understand liquidity points. Okay, so if you are looking in this range to this range, okay, so these highs here, this high, these are relatively equal highs, as you can see here. These are relatively equal highs. So these are smooth highs, okay? So this high and this high, this is internal liquidity, which is internal from this range to this range. This one will be external. And everything that we find of this leg is what is internal, because it's internal from this range to this range, okay, from this high to this low, okay. So from this low to this high, everything that we find inside here, it's internal, what, internal liquidity. Internally, that's what is internal and external liquidity look like, okay. So folks, next I'm going to go deeper on this internal and external liquidity. How can you identify, or how can you differentiate this is external liquidity and this is internal liquidity? Thank you for watching.